Time now for Focus, and today we have a report on an Ivorian businessman who used to be a professional footballer here in France and is now trying to give young disadvantaged Ivorians the same opportunity. A France 24 team met Lucien Kouassi Kouadio in Abidjan before following him and some of his proteges to Paris.
Behind the lush foliage of Abidjan, the slums. This is the new playing field of a former professional footballer. The businessman used to play for Paris Football Club. He returned home to fulfill a dream. He wants to get street children to play for major football clubs.
Aujourd'hui, je veux que ces jeunes soient bien, mais je ne peux pas décider de les prendre. Et c'est l'entraîneur qui décide ceux qui sont bons.
Once selected, these 14 to 21-year-olds are first taught how to play as a team. It's a makeshift field, but true to size, rented to get them ready.
C'est quoi ça? Quand les enfants arrivent ici, ils apprennent à jouer dans les quartiers respectifs. Ils ne savent pas jouer collectivement, donc on les apprend les règles du foot. Pour passer au quartier, ce qu'ils apprennent là-bas, ce n'est pas le foot, c'est du maracana.
Lucien has faith. This is how it begins.
Et lui, il est bon.
Ivory Coast is the third largest African exporter of players. Lucien believes street footballers can go far. That's why last year he created this program. His goal, to place the poorest in prestigious European clubs.
Our wish is to play in clubs like PSG in France, Lille and so on, and all over the world too.
Usually foreign recruiters come to Ivory Coast to scout. They then pick one, at the most two players. But Lucien has bigger ambitions. After 8 months of preparation, he's managed to get 19 visas for a week of training in France. Most players are leaving Ivory Coast for the first time.
Paris, c'est bon, hein? Super. Ouais, ici, c'est Paris. On est venu chercher la victoire.
Lucien has invested 67,000 euros. Each player is a closely guarded investment. He's hired 5 security guards to keep a close eye on the group.
Je suis votre papa aujourd'hui et votre maman et votre grand frère. La communication, ça doit passer par moi. C'est comme ça ici la France.
The Eiffel Tower and the Stade de France. Dreams of not just football, but also a life in Europe are within grasp. Arriving at the training centre, they meet a French policeman who will monitor them all week.
The Ivorian Ministry and the French Consulate have mandated me to ensure that security is well set up and that no one runs away.
Visas for travel to Europe are issued sparingly because football is also a way to migrate illegally. It's a practice often encouraged by families back home.
Si je n'ai pas signé réellement, ça sera le désespoir pour moi. Il y a une pression derrière. Si j'échoue, c'est comme si la famille échouait. Nous sommes déjà là. Pourquoi retourner?
The players have 7 days to reach their goal.
C'est parti! Tiens, va ailleurs. Vite là-bas. Voilà encore.
Former star striker for FC Lorient, Aline inducts them to European football. Before their first match, he rallies the troops.
Les gars, on est black. On a galéré. On sait pourquoi on est là aujourd'hui. N'oubliez pas qu'il y a eu la guerre chez nous. C'est pas quelqu'un qui a 2 pieds comme nous qui a nous fait peur. Vous avez compris, non?
They're getting ready to face an experienced local team.
Ça, c'est l'huile de guérison. C'est comme ça on l'utilise, c'est simple. On va nous fortifier. Nous, on va de l'avant. On n'a qu'un seul but, c'est ça. C'est la manière de gagner.
Everyone's roaring to go, and that's a good sign for Lucien. He'll earn a 10% fee for each contract that's signed. Losing a player is out of the question.
Il y a plein de jeunes qui savaient jouer au football en Côte d'Ivoire. On les a blagués, ils sont venus. C'est ce qu'ils font, coiffeur là. Dans la journée, ils peuvent avoir 10 €. Mais pour dormir, là, d'autres dorment dans le salon de coiffure. D'autres dorment dans la voiture. D'autres dorment en bas de métro. Et quand tu n'es pas footballeur, il n'y a rien. Il faut chercher à aller dans notre pays, mais pas la France.
Precious advice.
Dieu, tu nous fais grâce de la victoire. Amen. Amen.
During the entire process, recruiters are discreet.
We keep people from passing on their phone numbers to the players to poach them. If someone wants to contact a player, they need to talk to the leaders.
C'est parti!
The opponent's coach is interested.
I keep an eye out for interesting players who could possibly be brought over.
An equaliser, but out of the 4 matches they play, they only win 1. Three days later, panic breaks out. 2 youngsters have fled.
Quand je suis venu, c'est comme ça que j'ai trouvé la fenêtre.
He said, "Are you sleeping?" I said, "Yes, I'm tired." He wished me a good night. I said, "Thank you, my brother."
The second youngster who's taken off is a minor. His roommate says he didn't see anything.
During the night, I woke up and I didn't see him. I'm heartbroken because he's abandoned us.
A crisis meeting is held. The minor who fled has been located in Germany, in Cologne. On the phone, the team's lawyer.
The Germans called me. They've caught the younger one. His file is now all over Europe. So they'll keep him there. He will be supported in the centre until he returns to Ivory Coast.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Moins 2. Il y a 2 qui ont pris la tangente. On les suivait pourtant.
The other runaway has been spotted near Paris. There's no way Lucien can lose another player or he risks being called a smuggler. Deeply disappointed, he decides to take the group back home as fast as possible.
Je n'ai pas dit à un parent que votre fils vient pour avoir les milliards. Ça n'a pas été dit que les enfants viennent pour rester. Le truc a été clair.
The team returns home in a dampened mood. As their plane takes off, the dreams of 17 street children get left behind.